Good morning and welcome to the Sunday morning 7 a.m. Club. I'm Faye Chappell, and today marks the beginning of something really special. We're going to do a 6-week journey that will take us right into the new year, and we're going to feel calmer and clearer and stronger and more grounded than we've ever felt in a very long time. So over the next 6 weeks, we're going to move through themes that are really designed to reset your nervous system, to reclaim your energy and rebuild your confidence. So here's what's coming up. This week, we're going to start with the burnout hangover, why you're still exhausted even after you've rested. Next week, we're going to do the holiday boundary blueprint. So we're going to talk about protecting your peace in really a chaotic season, right? Week 3, we're going to do an energy detox so you can actually really need to figure out how to set your boundaries. It's not a juice detox. No, it's a boundary detox. Week 4, we're going to move into the anti-resolution revolution. So why you don't need a new you and you just need to figure things out a little. Week 5, we're going to talk about becoming unshakable. So that emotional stamina for the year ahead. And then finally, week 6, which I'm very excited about, is the art of sustainable momentum. So really bringing the new year into focus and building a year that you can actually enjoy for a change, right? So this is your warm up, your comeback, your soft place to land before you rise again. And today, we begin with the feeling that almost everyone is living inside right now, and that's the burnout hangover. We talk about burnout a lot. Why? Burnout a lot. Why? Because everyone suffers from it. And this is the time of year that it really rears its head, right? That strong, very strange exhaustion that really lingers even after you sleep, you take days off, cancel plans, or you do less. So today we're going to understand it again, unpack it, and most importantly, start repairing it. How we start our Sunday sets the tone for our entire week. So welcome to the Sunday Morning Club, the show dedicated to intentional living and personal growth. I'm Faye Chappell, and on behalf of all of us here at Elevated Living, I invite you to take this time for yourself to find your center and fill up your cup. I'm so glad you're here. Why is it important to do this again now? It's because this season is challenging for a lot of people, whether you have a lot of chaotic family members or you're alone. So let's settle in, right? You've done enough. So this hour is just for you. So I want you to stretch out what we're doing and give yourself that extra time to really understand what is going on, why you still feel exhausted no matter what you do. Because let's get honest, there's a special level of tired that really no amount of sleep fixes, right? You can rest, you can pause, you can cancel plans, you can even take a break, but you still feel like your soul has a very low battery level, right? And this is that burnout hangover. We've talked about it before, and you quite haven't figured it out, so we're moving through it again. And it happens when your mind stops, but your nervous system doesn't. Because burnout isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's hormonal, it's cognitive. Hey, it's even spiritual. So when your system has been running on a lot of pressure, performance, responsibility, rest helps, but it doesn't actually repair. So today we're going to learn how to begin to repair. And I'll start with a little quote. This is from Anne Helen Peterson, and honestly, she nailed it here because burnout isn't a failure of productivity. It's a failure of the culture we're expected to survive inside, right? Think about it. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're probably not weak. And you are not behind. You're actually healing from a culture that truly glorifies exhaustion, right? So let's start with taking out your journals, because you all have them. And what we're going to start with talking about is why you're still carrying right? Carrying all of that. So let's start with the weight of what you're still holding. I want you to close your eyes for a moment before we get into that journal, right? And I want you to think over the past year, what have you carried emotionally, mentally, physically, right? Responsibilities, maybe expectations, unspoken pressure, maybe emotional labor, or these invisible roles that you have to take that nobody really knows everything you do. Or maybe it's that silent strength that you've been holding on to, because your burnout hangover isn't caused by rest. It's caused by the things that rest doesn't touch. So, saying that, open your eyes and open your journal, and I want you to do these 3 prompts today, okay? Remember, if you're watching the replay, I want you to stop after each one and write down. If you're watching me live, then that's okay. Right after we finish, you're going to write down these questions now, but after we finish, you're going to take that extra time, because I've asked you to take an hour in the morning to take that extra time and fill it out. So, number 1, what exhaustion am I feeling that rest didn't fix? Think about that. What exhaustion am I feeling that rest didn't fix? Have you ever gone to your desk, for example, in the morning and you look at the emails and you're like, oh, I slept, but I just can't get through this. Maybe sometimes it's because there's just too much there, right? Think about it and write it down. Number 2 is, what am I carrying that isn't mine anymore? Oh, this is a tough one, right? This is one that really gets to people, because think about it. What are you carrying? What are you carrying that really you shouldn't be, that isn't yours, that you don't need to be? What are you carrying? Think about it. So is it something that, you need to do for your parents? Is it something that, you need to carry you're worried about your children, you're worried about what they're doing, you think you need to do all this work for them, even though they're adults? What are you still carrying that isn't yours anymore? A lot of it, for most of the people I know, is for you're carrying things for your children who are already adults. So it is time to let that go and let them do it themselves. We have a habit as parents of trying to help them and do everything for them, but there is a time where you need to let them do it and let yourself rest, right? And number 3, where in my body do I feel burnout the most? That's a really tricky one. Where in my body do you feel it? Do you feel like your body's exhausted? Do you feel maybe bloated, or you're having bad gut health? Is your heart heavy? Do you have headaches? Do you have tension headaches? Where in your body do you believe that burnout is feeling the most? Because sometimes when people get constant headaches, sometimes it's burnout. It's manifesting in your body because you're not listening, and now your body is telling you, take your time, write all this down, make sure you're aware of the burnout, let it spill out, and then that way you can start adjusting accordingly. So think about those. So those are your 3 prompts for today. Okay? All right. So when you're finished that, I want you to close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes. We're going to do a little bit of a meditation called the softening. I want you to imagine your whole body as a clenched fist, right? Your whole body tight and tense and gripping everything it's been forced to hold. Now I want you to breathe gently, and with each exhale, just release just a little bit. Feel your shoulder. Remember, keep your eyes closed. Feel your shoulders soften. Feel your jaw unclench. Feel your breath widen. Feel your mind actually slowly quiet. Unclench everything. And I want you to whisper to yourself, I don't have to hold everything anymore. Think about it. I don't have to hold everything anymore. You are allowed to melt. You're allowed to let go. You're allowed to rest without guilt. Let everything go. I want you to keep doing that for a minute or two. Totally let your body sink. Let your body release. I want you to keep doing that until you feel you finally rested in terms of letting things go. You're not so tense. Your body is not so tense. That's one of the first steps, right? We are trying to release our body, and part of that is also helping with breath work, right? So we can do sort of a downshift breath, right? So we're going to shift your nervous system out of survival mode. You can open your eyes if you haven't yet. And this one, we're going to do a 4-7-8 breath. So it's a pattern that has been clinically shown to reduce stress, to lower cortisol, and release emotional pressure. Breath work is the most important thing you can do for yourself because that will reset your body. So it's very simple. You're going to do 6 to 8 rounds, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale for 4, we're going to hold for 7, and we're going to exhale for 8. So it's 4, 7, 8, okay? So let's try it. Inhaling 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You may feel release. You're releasing. You may feel heaviness or tingles or even emotion, and it's all perfect, okay? This is your repair beginning. I want you to come back and do that downshift breathing several times throughout the day today as we slowly move into repairing so that we can move forward. So we've done our thoughts, we have done our journaling, we've done our breath work. Let's do just a little bit of movement. Remember, the movement is just sitting where you are. So we're going to move gently and lovingly. There's no workout here. It's just a release. So it's a neck release. So I want you to put your right ear to your shoulder and breathe. And go to the left and breathe. Do it as slowly as you want. You can count 3, 1, 2, 3, and release, and then go back to the right. So just a few rounds, even 3 rounds of this. All you're doing is breathing as you're releasing your neck. And one more time. And do this again throughout the day, remembering not to hold your breath, to release your breath. You are breathing. So if you need to think about it, you can inhale, exhale to the right, inhale one breath, and exhale, and then bring yourself back, and then repeat. Inhale, exhale to the left, do one full breath, and then come back up. So do that as often as you want throughout the day. Let's do a bit of a heart opening. So it's really simple. All we're doing is inhaling and opening our chest. And as we exhale, we round our spine in. So it's kind of a wave, right? A wave that moves emotional pressure literally out of the chest. So we're inhaling, we're opening our chest. Exhaling, we're rounding the spine. So inhaling and exhaling. And that wave can go as fast or as slow as you want, but you can begin to feel how great that feels just to move your chest open and closed. Let's do a little of a side reach, really straightforward. As we inhale, we're going to inhale up, right? And as we exhale, we're going over to our side, right? Because your ribs can actually store stress. So we're going to open again, inhaling up and reaching over to the other side. And now we can just stretch on both sides. It's just a side reach. That's all it is. So as we inhale up, we exhale as we reach over. Inhaling up and exhaling over. You should start to feel your ribs feeling more expansive. Your stress level again continues to go down, right? And after we finish the side, let's just forward fold and let everything pour off your back, right? Just gently sit forward. Let all that tension and stress move off of your back. And you can sit as long as you want in a forward fold. Then finally, just really sit in stillness. So you can, if it makes you feel better, you can put a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Just breathe, right? Either way, just breathe, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Sitting and breathing. It sounds silly that this is our movement, but that's all it is. I just want you to do simple stretches that will make the difference for you to slowly start to feel better. So continue doing that. If you have your lemon water, you'd be drinking it. What's in my lemon water? So a lot of people have asked me that. I change it all the time. For those of you who are with me a while, I put lemon juice or lemon slices. I put lemon balm tea. You can buy the tea bags because lemon balm leaves are hard to find. I actually do a drop of lemon balm tincture, so just a little dropper of lemon balm. I do a chunk of frozen ginger. Excuse me. And that's it. And I get a very big tumbler, and that way I have it for the whole day. So I am not a good water drinker, but I am a very good tea drinker or lemon water drinker. So what I do is I make this in the morning. I drink it through the day, and then around 3 or 4 o'clock, I make another one. The nice thing about these tumblers is that they stay warm all day. You don't have to have it warm. You can actually drink it cold, whatever you like. But lemon balm is a really fantastic thing to drink. So you can make it again on your own. You can get, if you want to get lemon balm leaves and cut them up and with boiling water and ginger, it's great. I just don't have access to it. So I just order lemon balm tea, and that works just as well. So what I want you to think about too is, as we talk a little bit about nutrition, I want you to think about really a stability meal, because one of the sneaky causes of burnout and the burnout hangover is really unstable blood sugar. So when your blood sugar crashes, your energy crashes, right? We all know that. And what happens when your energy crashes? Your emotions crash too, right? So this week, once a day, just try a stability meal is what I like to call it. And it's designed to really regulate your nervous system. So there's no fancy anything. It is, make sure it has some protein, some healthy fat, some fiber or greens, and maybe a slow carb. That's it. Just one meal a day. So think about eggs, avocado, and spinach for those of you who like eggs. Or maybe for those of you who don't, you might like Greek yogurt, nuts, and berries. For those of you who like fish, you might want to try salmon and rice and broccoli. Very simple, right? Simple meals, easy to do. I'm a vegetarian, so for me, my go-to is always hummus, veggies, and maybe a few whole grain crackers or some seed crackers. So that's mine. This isn't a diet. This is a nervous system support. Okay? Your body needs stability in order to recover. So if you are feeding it just junk, you're not really thinking about it, that will increase the burnout. So I'm not asking you to change your whole diet. I'm just saying once a day, write it down so you see it in front of you. Write it down that once a day you must have a stability meal. Okay? A stability meal. It's easy to think of. That's why I just call it a stability meal. And that's really just, again, to regulate your nervous system. So protein, healthy fat, fiber, greens, and a slow carb. That's it. Not telling you to eat it 3 times a day. I'm saying once a day. That's all you need in order to at least start the process. What's going to happen is the more you do this, the more likely you are to continue stability meals throughout the day. So you might just immediately think, okay, for lunch and for dinner, or for breakfast and dinner, whatever it is. I don't have a set plan for 3 meals a day, any of that stuff. I am not a breakfast eater. I don't eat breakfast, and I've recognized that my body just doesn't like it. So I don't do it, and I just really drink my lemon waters in the morning, and then I move to having a really good lunch and dinner. I do not diet, and I don't say I can't have this or that. What I do is I listen to my body, and I know what feels good. So for those of you who have never been to a naturopath or had a food sensitivity test, it's a great way to start if you can find somebody that you like and trust. And I really started identifying what foods didn't agree with me after my food sensitivity. I cut a lot of things out, and I recognized what made me feel more energetic, what made me feel better. And it's not the usual, everyone says, cut out processed foods. That's understandable. But this goes a step further, right? So I give you an example. I'm a vegetarian. I'm really close to a vegan, but, if somebody was making something, I'm not going to say, no, I can't touch it. So what I used to do, because I didn't think I was getting enough protein, so I forced myself to eat eggs in the morning. I forced myself, and I never felt good. And then when my food sensitivity test came back, it said, don't eat eggs. So my body had told me for a whole year it didn't like eggs, but I didn't listen to it because I thought, oh, I have to have protein. So now what I do is I really pay attention to what my body is telling me, because that is what's going to make the difference. So this week, your challenge is gentle, but it's powerful. I want you to practice that 4-7-8 breath for 1 to 2 minutes once a day. That's it. That's the first part. Not very hard, right? You could do it. You just did it. So that one's easy. Your nervous system doesn't heal from one big reset. It heals from small daily signals of safety, right? I was talking to someone last night about some of the supplements I take. And I said, with supplements, you don't take one pill and miraculously the next day you feel great. You have to take it. You have to be consistent over a couple of weeks until your body starts feeling different. So this is the same with breath work, okay? So each morning I want you to write the words, today I soften, today I repair. Something like that, right? Because what you want to do is give yourself trigger words. I'm a big, big proponent of trigger words. So give yourself trigger words that you immediately identify with, so you will do it. So for example, Today I soften. It means breathe, relax, stretch your body. Today I repair. And what does repair mean? Repair is again, breathing properly, letting go of what doesn't serve you, trying to do stability meals. So you can shorten that to soften and repair. Every morning you can say, I need to soften and repair. It will trigger you to know what does that mean, right? Because your burnout hangover isn't a flaw, right? It's proof that you've been strong for far too long, right? So this is your season of restoration, right? This is your season to repair. So thank you for spending your morning here. You deserve repair because you know for the next 6 weeks, we're going to introduce all these new concepts to get yourself set for the year ahead. So don't forget, do the homework and come join me next Sunday. And with that, our time together comes to a close. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Take that feeling of this space with you and let it guide your actions and reactions this week. I'm Faye Chappell on behalf of everyone here at Elevated Living. I'm wishing you a week of profound peace and clarity.